So Geno Smith to Vegas for a third round pick. All I can say for Seattle is yikes. The Seahawks continue their string of bad moves in recent memory. I don't know if Mike McDonald is behind these moves or if it's just happenstance that since he's gotten there, things have gone off the rails. But moves like possibly downgrading at the linebacker position by trading Jerome Baker for Ernest Jones, who's not particularly good and was a questionable fit as well. All the while, they lost a draft pick in the process as well, and then they didn't even bring him back. So that was really weird all around. Also, cutting a super talented Tyrell Dodson, again at linebacker, who's had success in Buffalo and Miami now as well. It just is kind of a bad look, I think, for McDonald. I don't know what he's looking for at linebacker at this point because they're both, Dodson and Baker, really modern linebackers that can play the pass well, and they, if used properly, are going to be fine in the run game as well. I say properly because Dotson definitely can struggle in the run game a bit, but in 2023, he was top 5 PFF ranked linebacker. He, showed a lot in that season. And for him to just be outright cut, I think is kind of egregious. And then with Ernest Jones, they brought him in knowing he was going to need a new contract and is, probably going to be pretty hefty, especially considering that they traded for him, so they lost some leverage because they showed that they really want him, so that, upped his price some. It's just really weird what's going on in Seattle. And with Geno Smith, I'm not going to act like he's, a top 5 quarterback, but he's definitely in the mix for top 10. And if you can't win with that, maybe you're not, you know, doing things correctly. I genuinely think that you can win a Super Bowl with Geno Smith. It's not going to be as easy as if you have a Lamar or Burrow or Josh Allen, but it can be done, especially if, McDonald is this defensive guru he's been billed as. I thought coming to Seattle, he was, and now I'm a little bit unsure. He was great with Baltimore, but there's just so much weird stuff going on in Seattle, and this, I think, just takes the cake. Trading, a fringe top 10 quarterback for a third round pick, that just doesn't seem close to right. And, maybe they have some galaxy brain plan involved in this, but I absolutely do not see it. Their team is far too good to tank. They have a lot of talent on defense. So, they're not going to move everybody and start from scratch. And there's not really, a clear path for them to get a replacement quarterback. Sam Howell, I don't think is the guy. I don't think that's a hot take. And this draft, really weak at quarterback. So, that's not really in play too much, especially because they don't even have, a very good pick. And free agency, Sam Darnold is available. But, I would say for the most part, you're paying Darnold what you are going to pay Geno Smith. So that doesn't really, change things too much. And additionally, it's a total gamble with Darnold, meaning with the Vikings, who have a much better situation on offense than the Seahawks do, Darnold was also a fringe top 10 quarterback. So Darnold at his best to this point, his very best, is what we can expect Geno Smith to be. That's that's a tough proposition to sell someone on. I just am not really seeing the plan for the Seahawks. Those are my thoughts on Seattle's perspective for the Geno Smith trade. Be sure to let me know what yours are in the comment section. Also, be sure to like and subscribe for more football content.